Welcome back to the White Stoner channel here on YouTube, and today I'm redoing my Christmas VHS collection because I found more VHS movies on for Christmas that I didn't show before. So let's take all these down and then deal with what we have up here first, and then we'll go through this list at the bottom here. Okay, starting it off, as always, we have Home Alone, one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time. This is definitely my favorite Christmas movies to watch. Next up is Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. This one I would probably like better than the first one. Not only is it longer, which I like because I like all the actors in the first two movies, so the fact that it's longer is a little more fun to watch than the first one. Not knocking the first one, that one's a classic for sure. Next up is Home Alone 3. Better than the first two. That is wrong. It is not better than the first two, but it is really good. So if you've never seen Home Alone 3, I really recommend it. I enjoyed watching it myself. I don't even remember where I got it, but it's super cool to have it. Next up is an extremely classic Christmas movie, and that is The Santa Claus. Destined to be a holiday classic, and it says it on the VHS, and it for sure is a holiday classic. Every year around Christmas, my grandmother would have this movie playing, and then if you look around the whole box, it actually says, "In putting on the suit and attire, entering the sleigh, the wearer waives and all rights to previous identity, real or implied, and fully accepts the duties and responsibility of Santa Claus until such time that wearer becomes unstable to do so, either by accident or design, in putting on the entire suit." That is so cool. So I've seen it before, except I just didn't decide to read it, so that is really cool detail there. And if you haven't seen the movie, that is the rules of what happens when you wear the Santa outfit, basically. Next up is probably my favorite Santa Claus movie out of them all, and that is the Santa Claus 2. It's really funny. Don't get me wrong, I like all three of them, but if I had to pick one, it would probably be Santa Claus 2, because it is extremely funny, and what Tim Allen does with the toy Santa Claus when he becomes that one, he's just outrageously funny as the toy Santa Claus when they rebuild him so he can get married. It's just a great film all around. And I really wish they put Santa Claus 3 on VHS as an exclusive buy, to where you could only get it through a magazine or something, like how you could get Cars on VHS. They should have done the same thing with Santa Claus 3. Next up is Elf. Never seen the VHS that I know of, because we didn't get around to it last year. But this year we're definitely going to watch it. I don't think we watched it last year. Nope. So we will get to it this year. And make sure to follow my TikTok. That is 2000s_fan. We're going to watch the Christmas movies over there together. Next up is Jim Carrey, Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. For whatever reason, I didn't grow up watching this movie like a lot of other families did. Me growing up, it was always the same movies for the holidays, and I'm like, okay. So as soon as I was able to start my own movie collection like I did, I was so excited to collect the Christmas movies, because I never seen half of these Christmas movies that I have. I've never seen them, so. And I'll let you know which ones I haven't seen. So this movie is a really great movie. I enjoy watching it every year. And how some movies, you know, drag on for a while. This one does not. It has, I would say, a perfect runtime of an hour and 45 minutes. So, and I also cannot get over how clean the movie looks. So, I enjoy that. Next up, this is a newer, one of my newer movies for this holiday season, and that is Christmas Vacation. I can't wait to watch this movie. I like how it's like color faded a little bit, so you know, oh well, that would be like sun damaged, and it does look a little sun damaged, or the color is fading like I said, which I don't know if it's supposed to look like that, but either way, if it's not supposed to, I don't mind the way it looks, because it makes it look older, which is really cool. When your movie lives in its box for so long, it doesn't want to come out. Oh, crud. Okay. So I will be right back while I try and fix this real. Okay, guys, I think I fixed it. So, there we go. Next up is Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, narrated by Boris Karloff. So this is the 1966 cartoon. I just had a brain fart there for a minute. That was strange. This one is the one I grew up with every year. Don't get me wrong, it's great. It's fun. I think I watched it too much as a kid to where it's fun. Don't get me wrong. I just rather watch the live action movie, I guess. Okay, next up is a blockbuster classic. We have Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol, starring Ella Star Sim as Scrooge. So, this movie I have never seen. So, I've seen the, like, probably the 90s version of Christmas Carol. So yeah, this version I have never seen, and I am pretty excited to check this version out this Christmas. So there you go, blockbuster classic. And this one was in 1951, and it is black and white. So that's super cool. Now, I could have sworn I had 2 copies of this movie. Unless I either took it back or I put it somewhere and don't remember. But next up is It's a Wonderful Life, original uncut version. I have never seen this movie because once again I didn't grow up with it. So apparently it has to be rewound. I didn't realize that. So can't wait to check this out. It'll be my first time ever seeing it. Next up, Miracle on 34th Street. Again, another holiday movie I've never seen. So this is the holiday classic exclusive color version. So that is super cool. Being able to see this movie in color. Winner of 3 Academy Awards. So this came out in 1947. So, can't wait to check out some of these extreme classic Christmas movies. Next up is another Christmas movie I've never seen. So, this is White Christmas. I'm guessing it's a musical, I think. It came out in 1954. The first time I seen it at Salvation Army, I was like, I wasn't too sure. I mean, I never heard of it at first, and I'm like, White Christmas, so that sounded funny. And then the next time we went back, I seen it there, and I'm like, okay, I'll get it. And here it is. So glad I picked it up. It's in color, and I don't know how much more of a value that is, but I really can't wait to check it out this Christmas season. Next up is Scrooge, and I found out this was a musical as a preview for a different movie. So Scrooge, the CBS Fox. I got this one last year, I believe it was, up the road from us at it was like a garage sale type thing, but they did it in a big building where they were selling a bunch of stuff. So Scrooge, I've never seen. Okay, so next up is, of course, Little Woman. If you didn't notice, I have 2 copies. This one is the opened one, and then this one's brand new. So, I've never seen the movie again. It looks really good. I mean, I know who Winona Ryder is. Looks like I don't want to get this wrong, but Sandra Bullock, it looks like she's in this, or Susan Sarandon. I knew I was going to get it wrong. So, Susan Sarandon, I know who she is too. So, I know 2 women out of this movie. So far, it looks like. I'm sure I'll know more once I watch it. But, there you have it. That's Little Woman. Not sure what to expect, but apparently it's a Christmas movie, so that is super cool. Next up, you're thinking, he just went over Scrooge. So, I got a little confused at first with these two. So this is Scrooge and Scrooge, duh. So there's just a D at the end of this one. So, I've never seen this Bill Murray film either. I believe it's supposed to be funny. Well, I would assume it would be, with Bill Murray in it. So, one of the few Christmas movies that I own that is not PG. So, that is super cool. Again, never seen it. Can't wait to check it out. Next up is the Rugrats The Santa Experience special double-length holiday cartoon plus bonus cartoon. So, when I was a little kid growing up, this VHS right here, I had it as a little kid, and I was bound to never find it again, in my opinion. Never did I think I was going to have this many VHS movies. So once again, if you haven't seen, there you have it. That's not even all of them. That's just what I have out. And this movie, I can't believe I found it again. This was one of them childhood VHS tapes that you got to grow up with. And I don't know if it would be the same exact copy. I highly doubt that, but you never know. Again, I cannot believe I found one childhood VHS tape that I actually remember, and that is the Rugrats The Santa Experience. And when I watched it, I'm like, oh my god, the memories. So it came out in 1996. Honestly, I don't even know if it was my VHS, actually. It was probably my brother's. Either way. I can't believe I have this one again. Next up, Santa Claus is coming to town. So here come a few of the cartoons. This one I think I've seen. I'm not too sure. Next up is Frosty the Snowman. This is a legit classic film here. It's a lot of fun to watch if you've never seen it. Next up is The Bear Who Slept Through Christmas. I have never seen this one. I don't know if it's too cheesy, too kiddie, or what. But I wouldn't mind checking it out. And as you can see, I have 3 of these out of this collection set, so that is super cool. Next up is The Little Drummer Boy, another really good movie for your kids to watch around Christmas time. Just didn't get around to it last year. Okay. Next up is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, another fun movie to watch around Christmas time. And I believe this one is longer than the other ones. I am not seeing where it says the length of the movie. Huh. Okay then. Next up is Stranger in the Woods, the movie. This was my grandmother's movie. I remember she would have this on around the holidays too. Or I remember she just would just play it too. I checked it out. I remember a little bit about it. It's based on the best-selling children's book by Carl R. Sams II and Gene Stock. I don't know if you've read the book or not, but it's basically the same thing as the book. So this is super cool. Next up is 8 Crazy Nights. One movie I forgot to show in the previous attempt at this video. It's rude, it's crude, it's animated. So I guess this is Adam Sandler's first animated film. I've never seen it, so I don't know what to expect, but I've heard that it's extremely funny, so I can't wait to check that movie out. Next up is Santa's Surprise, I think that's how you say it. Yep. Never seen this, just didn't get around to it last year. So it's a 1992 children's VHS Christmas tape. Next up, this is the 4th one out of this collection here. Or they all look the same almost. So this is A Year Without Santa. I think we did check this one out. If not, something to check out this year. Yep, we did. Just gotta rewind it and watch it again. Now these are the ones that I left out last time, including those ones I just showed. So next up is A Little Christmas Magic. Didn't see it last year, never seen it, period. So I wouldn't mind checking it out. Ages 3 and up, so it might be a little too childish, but it's the holidays, who cares? Next up is Miracle on 34th Street, the 90s version. There we go. So I've never seen the original, and of course, you guessed it, I've never seen this version either. So I I am so excited to check it out. So I guess it got 4 stars, so it must have been really good. Next up is Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. Another great holiday classic film. So you get 3 episodes in one, basically. And it is super cool. Next up is A Christmas Story. So I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but I can officially say that I am old enough now for this. So when I was growing up, I remember they used to play A Christmas Story all day long on Christmas on TBS, and I believe it was TNT also. I know for a fact it was TBS, but I don't know for sure if it was TNT or not. But I do remember that, and not only am I really happy I found it on VHS, because I wasn't planning on it, but the first time I seen it was in school, and it was hilarious. I enjoyed it, so can't wait to see it again. Next up, I'll Be Home for Christmas, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. A really good movie here. I wasn't expecting it. Well, I already knew he was a great actor. Hold on a minute. Let's rephrase that. This movie was more good than I thought it was going to be. There we go. I was afraid it was going to be too short, 86 minutes. But it turns out that was actually perfect. Next up, Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas. Never seen it that I know of. But I mean, never say never, so I'm sure I've seen it at some point somewhere. But I just don't remember it. Next up, I'm going to assume it's a Christmas movie because it's called Prancer. But I personally don't remember it. It used to be my grandmother's movie, so she might have played it around the holidays for us. But I personally don't remember this movie at all. So it looks really good. Okay, there you have it. Prancer is a perfect Christmas gift for the whole family. So I'm real excited to check it out. So okay, guys, we're down to our last 2 Christmas movies right now. Next up is Little House Christmas at Palm Creek. So I made sure the movie works this time, and it does. That's awesome. And then we get a plus bonus feature, The Creeper of Walnut Grove. So that should be really fun to watch. And then for the last Christmas movie that I own, in VHS at least. Okay. In the Muppet Christmas Carol. We watched part of it last year. We didn't get to finish it all. Well, no, that was a year before last year. Well, it's been rewound, so... So, good grief. There you have it, guys. There is my Christmas VHS collection. So, So there you have it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. You know what to do. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Tell me what your favorite Christmas movie is. Let me know if I'm missing, which one I'm missing, so I can keep an eye out for it. And your host, White Stoner, is out.